Alright guys, with this video I want to show you how to adjust your pressure relief valve. A number of booster pumps have different ways. There is a pro switch which electronically detects the pressure build up and shuts the motor off. Then there's the pressure relief with the circulatory type system. The way this one works is basically when you let off the gun, this valve here detects the high pressure and dumps the water back here into here. You've got to remember there's a check valve here, so it can't go up. It's going to dump it off and recirculate it around. That's why the check valve is there. So it doesn't push it out back into your tank, back up into your valve, back into your metering valves. So what happens is you have to adjust this. Now, when you loosen it, it allows more pressure, more water to bypass. When you tighten it, it slows the bypass down. The way you're going to adjust this is basically by noise and feel. It's going to be hard to tell when I fire up the generator, but you can kind of hear it. What you want to do, the whole theory of it is you want to get your smallest tip, which I have a fan tip here, the soaker gun here, and a couple other guns that I use. But you want to use the one with the most resistance, the one that's going to put the most stress on this. Because if you adjust it for a soaker gun and you put this on, things are going to happen. You're going to blow a line off, you're going to blow a hose because it's not going to work correctly. You have to do it with the tip that gives this the most resistance. Now, the way you basically have it is you back it all the way off, not all the way off, you back it off. And when we start the When we start the generator up and start the pump, when I let off, you're going to hear this thing kind of like whistle a little bit. And that's the water coming through the regulator. When you let off the gun, the whistling should stop and you should stop feeling the water go through. And also this hose here, which is a very heavy-duty hose. You can't put like a feed line onto it. You can't put something weak. You got to put something very, very strong. I mean, this is some tough stuff. You got to put this on here because what happens is when you let off the gun, it's going to suck closed because all the water is rushing this way. It's creating a vacuum. And also when you let off the gun, this thing here is going to blow up if you have a cheap hose. Okay? That's why we have this quality good, I don't know what that kind of hose it is, but it is thick and it's hard. Now, when you let the gun off, like you said, you should hear it. You should hear it start to go into bypass. When you pull the trigger, you should hear that noise stop, and you should almost feel this hose suck a little bit. This hose is like a rock, but it will suck down a little bit, and that's what you want. You want it to be, once you pull the trigger, you want basically this to snap closed and not let any water by on your smallest tip. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, now I have the gun in one hand. You can hear this bypassing right now. I'm going to pull the trigger. You hear it not working anymore? You hear it not sucking? And you'll see the hose sucked. I'm going to release it. You hear the noise stop? Release the gun. I actually have this thing running through the flushing it out with my SH at about 1.5%. My water full on going through the metering valve. And look at the pressure I got with this. It's like holding a handgun. Now, I'm going to go ahead and change guns to the smaller tip, because like I said, we have to adjust it with the small fin. Now you can hear it now? Now you don't? Now you hear it? Now you don't? Alright, now let me adjust it with the small tip. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I put my smallest tip on and I'm going to back off on the regulator and you're going to hear the water more aggressively go through as I'm pulling the trigger on and off until I turn it down with the trigger on and I feel no water and we don't hear any noise. With the trigger down, I want the regulator to stop bypassing water And then we release it. Of course, I want to feel the water go through so we don't adjust it too much. It's all about sound and feel. I know it's going to be hard with the pump on, but you may be able to hear it. So I'm going to start it up. Now you hear them. I don't have the trigger on now. Let me pull the trigger. You hear that rattling noise? That's too much water going through. Even with the trigger pulled, the water is going through. Now I'm going to start turning it in. You hear the noise change. I feel my gun get more powerful. I still feel water going through it. Still feel water. You hear it? Basically, I'm hearing the water stop. I let off the trigger. You hear it go to bypass. I pull it. There's no noise. Trigger's off. Trigger's on. Trigger's off. Trigger's on. Then you tighten on the set screw. You're good to go. That's how you adjust it.